Nigeria has been thrown into a nationwide blackout as labor unions in the country begin an indefinite national strike to demand a new national minimum wage. Talks between the federal government and the unions have been deadlocked as a last-minute effort by the National Assembly leadership to prevent the strike from going ahead failed. The unions are demanding 494,000 naira as the new minimum wage, but both the government and the private sector say they can only pay 60,000 naira as figure the union has vehemently rejected. The unions also want the government to reverse the recent hike in electricity tariff. Now, this next report has a background to the events leading to the strike. The unions say their decision to embark on the strike was driven by frustration over the federal government's refusal to accede to their demand for a higher minimum wage and the reversal of the recent electricity tariff hikes. The unions argue that the current economic conditions, including rising inflation and cost of living, necessitate a significant wage increase to alleviate the financial burden on workers.
We are hereby declaring the commencement of a nationwide industrial action, a nationwide strike, effective from Monday, June 3rd, 2024. And this strike shall be indefinite. And this strike shall be on until we have a new national minimum wage.
What we should be praying for the people who are suffering so much, and those are some of our people. That was why we were reluctant. That was why we were virtually, telling them, let's find a solution.
Now, there have been several negotiations to strike an agreement over the issue, but all of them failed. The National Assembly leadership made a last-minute intervention when it called an emergency meeting with labor union leaders in a bid to prevent the industrial action, but that too did not yield a positive result. Both the federal government and the labor unions remained steadfast in their positions, unable to find a common ground on the key issue.
In the last 4 hours, we have been making appeal, and we are still appealing to the leadership of the NLC and the TUC to quickly return to the negotiating table with the government.
The NLC and TUC will go and consult with their people with the view to suspending their strike action as soon as possible to allow for negotiation to continue.
Amid the ongoing impasse, the International Labour Organization ILO has called for a constructive dialogue.
There is no doubt in anybody's mind that the current minimum wage is not sufficient, especially considering the economic hardship that the workers in Nigeria are experiencing. So this is indeed the step in the right direction, and I'm aware that dialogue and conversations are happening in that committee, and we can only wish and hope that there will be enough factual information that will inform what then becomes a new minimum wage. As the International Labour Organization, we've also had several conversations, and we stand ready to support in whatever technical capacity that is required to make sure that this dialogue that is currently happening is fruitful and we are able to agree on a new minimum wage.
The nationwide strike has already begun to disrupt various sectors, with electricity, petroleum and aviation being significantly affected. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, and the National Union of Electricity Employees are also participating in the strike. Already, the striking workers have shut down the national grid. If the strike continues, severe fuel shortages will be inevitable in the coming days. Tamilore Akinkunle, TV360, Lagos.